Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. Just quickly checking in before the start of this podcast to let you know that we are now offering the first month on the training app is free, and that is exclusive to our podcast listeners. Inside our training app, we have a bunch of programs and programming streams, things like power building for those looking to get jacked, get strong, but also lose some weight and actually train with some high volume in the gym. We also have power lifting, high and moderate frequency, as well as a bunch of strength and conditioning or hybrid style programs. As well as all the programs, we also have a bunch of educational videos, things like anatomy, nutrition, lifestyle, recovery. All of these things are built into the app to make sure that you are equipped with the understanding and knowledge needed to continue to push your training past your initial limits. And I just want to let you know that the entire experience is completely free. Free programming, free education, and free access to us in the Discord for form check and any questions you have related to training. Use the code PODCAST through the first link down below. Otherwise, let's get into the show. Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts, episode 89, I think, maybe 90.
I feel like it's 90.
I feel like I've got to check it every time. My brain's going to...
I think it's 90.
I think it's 90?
Big 90.
Yeah, I can feel it. Feel it in my plums.
We're getting close. We're getting close to being true podcasters team. It's a big moment, according to Angus Bradley,
Fucking oath.
the king of Australian S&C, the Dark Knight,
It's the king of the squat curl.
king of the squat curl. I had a laugh about
The
that.
prince of the squat curl.
I listened to last week's episode, and I just want to thank you boys for giving me my flowers with creating the Cohen deadlift.
I think that's that's up there with your finest achievements, I reckon.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was something that I had done, so that was cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well, I don't. Did Silent Mike? I don't know. I thought you named it the Cohen.
In the Australian scene, Jamie's the guy for the
I
Cohen
am.
deadlift.
All right.
I am him.
Yeah. So is it the Smith deadlift?
Yeah, correct.
Fucking Cohen.
Himmy Smith.
Can't say that. Himmy Smith.
The Himmy deadlift.
The most.
The Himmy deadlift.
I'm the most. When it comes to intermediate powerlifter, that is me. Through and through, hit my intermediate ceiling and just gave up, and then somehow I've created a phase. I like
a
it.
movement.
Yeah,
That's it.
Silent Mike, bad luck. It's me. It's me. But I enjoyed the podcast, and I thank you guys for clickbaiting the biggest announcement we've had.
Yeah, I got a message. Emmeline goes, "What was?" She's like, "That's clickbait, isn't it?" I'm like, "No, there was an announcement."
Did you listen to the podcast?
Did you listen to the podcast? I did listen.
That was a big announcement.
There was massive. Congratulations!
Congratulations, man.
Huge announcement. Yeah, thank you very much. It's been good. I can actually finally talk about it publicly. Obviously, I've been speaking to you boys about it in behind the scenes, but the journey to get to where we are hasn't been an easy one, and it feels good that we're now on some slightly smoother seas with it all, and I'm very excited.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, a couple of years ago when we were starting to talk about it all and putting the plans in motion, obviously Laura, it's not obviously because the community doesn't know, but Laura was battling with some fertility stuff with endometriosis and PCOS, and we had a few surgeries there, like laparoscopies, I think they're called, to try to help with it all. And it's been a very challenging 2 years, but now that we're out of that, and I'm actually so fucking excited. I think it's going to be mad.
Right.
I'm going to be a dad.
Papa.
Papa Smith. We're having a little girl. So there's going to be a little princess of strength culture. There's plenty of kings, but now there will be a princess, other than Chile, obviously. Chile and Queen Loris. But yeah, I'm excited.
Fucking oath.
I don't know. And you guys were like, oh, we were just talking off air about what sort of dad Jamie's going to be. And then you all joked and then laughed. And then, so I want to know what type of dad, what were you guys saying?
We didn't even say anything.
We literally
off
said
air.
nothing.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was a telepathic moment.
It was a
The three of us
telephone.
just looked at each other and laughed. No, we didn't actually say anything.
Because we would talk, like, what are we going to talk about on the podcast
yeah, that's right.
beforehand? And then it's like, it's just a congratulate. Like, it's not our topic to talk about. Like, we'll just congrats.
That's what it was. We
We're
were
like, oh, maybe we'll talk about what kind of dad Jamie's going to be.
yeah, and that's what
But we didn't go any
We
further
actually didn't go
than
into
that.
details. Yeah.
All right. I
We'll save
thought,
that for another episode.
I kind of in my head thought some of the things. I was like,
So what did you think? I didn't even get that far.
That's what it was. We were like, oh, let's make the podcast episode. We'll talk about what kind of dad you're going to be.
yeah.
And then we all laughed. And then when we brought it up in the episode, we just laughed because that was it.
That was it.
We didn't actually say anything.
Nah.
Just thought heaps of shit.
What do you think? Yeah, we just thought
I don't know if I can make the joke on here, but
Let's maybe not. Maybe not.
Forum, but maybe not. Yeah.
What kind of dad do you think you'll be?
I think I'll be a fun dad. Personally, I think I will.
I reckon you're going to be fucked in a good way.
Yeah.
Because I've watched you with Chili.
Oh, I'm obsessed with
So
that.
you're going to
dog.
be like, because it's a girl as well, I
Yeah.
reckon you're going to be like Laura's going down the rungs. She's going to go bottom of the rung. It'll be the baby Chili, then Laura. You'll just be obsessed with the bait with the girl.
Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah, I can say that.
I heard there was a good joke.
Sorry, Laura. I know she listens.
It'll probably be mutual though. It'll probably be
Yeah.
the baby Chili.
There was
Jamie.
Jamie to the bottom of
a
Laura's
comedian
list.
makes a joke and he's like, he's got 2 kids and he's like, yeah, I'm the 4th rank in my own household. So yeah, no, I think I'll be a fun dad. I think I definitely like you know how much of an impact you can have on a kid, and I just want to make sure that I have a good impact. I think I need to start to give praise more. I struggle with that a little bit. I struggle with that. I've identified that as something that I could probably be better with, and obviously, across building a team, it's things that I've had to be slightly better with anyway. So I think that might be a good training. You boys have trained me well.
Yeah, as your adopted son for the last 6 years, I could use a bit more praise.
Doesn't even care for me. So I think that's something that I need to be better with my words. And more loving with my words. So yeah.
What about hugs? You
Hugs? Yeah, I need a hug.
You're going to start hugging?
So that's the thing
You've
that
gotta
I
hug
thought.
your baby,
The
Jamie.
thought would be that I have to show physical affection as well.
The baby out the womb, just a tap on the shoulder. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Bambina.
Little bambina, we're gonna have good fun.
I'll be a fun dad, I swear to God.
So yeah, that would be the other thing. I'd need to be better with some that was the thing that I thought you had. I thought you had.
We got there eventually.
No, we didn't get that. We didn't get that far.
We didn't actually talk anything. We didn't say anything.
Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. And the due date's in early of next year. So
Baby of the summer.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
We've got the track of the summer.
And
Now
now
we've got
baby
the
of the
baby of the summer.
Yeah, track of the summer. So yeah, very excited. So yeah, so we can clickbait this one again. Fucking oath. Let's clickbait the shit out of it. But yeah, that's the news with me. I was obviously in Port Douglas. Thank you guys for running the show. We've all been to Port Douglas. Have you been to Port
I'm in
Douglas?
Port Doug. You got to get up there.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Do I? Well, you tell me.
I don't know. It's all right. Like
Jamie's got the fresh.
We all. I think we've all got the same.
It was all
opinion.
right. Like
it's nice. Like the
Wouldn't
weather's
rush
good.
back there.
You eat. Like you just yeah. It's like it's yeah. I don't know for how much you're spending. Like it's
fair enough.
I don't know. I feel like there's better spots.
fair enough.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a bit boring.
Bit of Groundhog Day.
It's a Groundhog
Yeah.
Day, but also the thing that kills me is there's no like the beach is shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking crocodiles and shit. You can't even swim properly. So
Not
like,
ideal.
Like
Were
I
you
don't mind-
allowed in the water?
Yeah.
you could, but like it was
So-
fenced off. But to be honest, when I went, the weather was shit. It was like 24 degrees and like overcast.
That
every
was
day.
us. Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck's the point? Like this is honestly, I'd rather go somewhere. Yeah, I don't see the massive appeal in it. I also did when the Queensland holidays I did was as a kid were like Gold Coast theme parks and shit. So like, I think I'd rather do, especially when we have kids, I'd rather do that.
I love
I
that.
reckon even without the theme parks, like Gold Coast would be better. I mean, we spent 4 days on podcasts, and I was like, Gold Coast is fucking mad.
Gold Coast
Like,
is there's shit to do.
It's fun.
shit to
Yeah.
do.
It's fun. There's a lot happening.
Port Douglas, I don't know, it just gets to be
well, it's a small suburb.
one strip.
That's what I mean. Like it's just a small suburb.
It's nice.
It is nice.
It is nice.
All the restaurants, the ex-Yaz. Like you got to have. Like, I think you got to have money once you tick off those 5 restaurants, and like you go to them all. What?
No, you do have to have money. You have
You
to
need to
have-
ride by
They're
chopper.
all like it's all like fine dining, and then like
Yeah.
the takeaway, like the other that side of that or takeaway.
Or
If you want
pubs.
to go out for a nice or
Pubs.
pub.
We went to one of the pubs. It was fucking atrocious.
Which one?
One of the worst meals I've had.
Which one?
I don't want to just fucking body them, but
Which one? Yeah, 'cause there's 2 main pubs. There's one on the corner, and then there's that other one with the big screens.
oh yeah. So we went to the one with the
Oh,
big
you went to
screens.
the Iron Bar.
No, we went to Rattle and Hum.
Oh, Rattle and
I
Hum was
went there.
shit.
It's shocking.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
What'd you order?
I'm not gonna throw.
I don't remember.
Someone took me there,
It wasn't shit.
and it was shit.
Maybe I just had. Oh, actually, I think I just had beers there. That's why.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
They do beers wrong.
I think it was a backpackers.
You can't
hotel.
fuck.
It's a universal.
Yeah, you can't fuck up a Carlton on tap.
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, not wrong.
Get a flat one out of there.
Rattle and hum was terrible.
Yeah, that wasn't my best, but we ate well. It was really nice. I think my favorite one was the Mexican joint there. I don't know if that was there when you guys were there. Apparently, it's new. It's just called Mexican.
No.
Literally, just call it as it is.
Mexican place.
Which I can respect that.
Yeah.
And we got best tacos I've ever had in my life.
I saw the picture. That looked
We just
mad,
ordered
yeah.
like 8 tacos, and they were mad.
Fucking nice.
Mad. It was like a $40 meal too. Unreal.
That's
That's what you want.
I love a
That's what
good,
you want.
love
Yeah.
a good
What a
taco.
bargain.
of
There was a
Coke
good
Zeros.
deli there. There was a good deli. We went to the
Oh, was
deli.
there?
The deli. We ate
Oh, Malacca,
the deli.
that deli.
Yeah.
I discovered it on like day 3 or day 4,
Yeah.
and I was going there twice a day for the
It
rest
was
of the
mad.
trip.
Deli, and they just fill it up with all the deli shit in the roll.
Fucking nice.
And the other thing that I liked there was you go to the boats and you just get prawns.
Prawns.
Yeah, just 2 kilos of prawns and just eat them.
That's mad.
Mad.
Fucking nice.
So I liked that, but yeah, the restaurants are expensive. And the other thing I fucking hate about it is you got to book the restaurants. in
Man, we
advance.
couldn't get in anywhere.
Yeah,
You can't get in.
I booked
It's-
everything.
We had
in
to go to like
advance.
8:30
I don't like
sometime.
booking shit on holidays.
True.
I'm not a booking kind of person.
True.
I'm
You've
a
booked the holiday. You've already booked the holiday.
book the holiday. I want it to be like
There's a degree of spontaneity.
yes, and that's why like obviously when you go, I don't know, we obviously just went to great, but bigger places where there's more to do. You can have that. Oh, this place looks good. Oh, this got really good reviews. Let's go there tonight. Like I don't know. It was like everything had to be booked and fucking.
Yeah, I had my birthday up there and we couldn't get anywhere for that
Yeah.
night. So we just went to the Central Pub.
We're really not selling Port Douglas up here, are we?
Yeah. I reckon someone will.
There's bits. Like, it's nice, but I don't know the amount. I've never been to Bali, but I'm like the amount that I spent. I'm like, and it's not that I was like we went out for a dinner every night,
I'd rather go to Bali.
but it's like for the price you're spending, it's like man.
No Crocs in Bali.
No Crocs. No,
I
crocodiles
swam in
Bali.
the water. I swam,
Just
bro.
Bali,
Like,
Bali.
Just Bali, Crocs in your guts.
I had confidence I could kick the fuck out of one of those Crocs. So I swam. I swam.
Bali, I would much rather go to Bali. Like even so when we went to this place in Mykonos, and one of the guys had been to Bali last year, and he said that in Canggu they're making it a little bit more like that, like that upper class kind of thing, but it's still quite cheap relatively. So I just feel like it'd be cool. Yeah, I feel like there'd be more to do.
Yeah.
Well, you've been. There's shit to do. There's you can do stuff, activities.
The one thing that wigs me out about Bali is just like it's a bet. It's a bet on like just explosive.
No, you're going to get it.
Diarrhea.
It's not a bet. You're going to get it.
You know what I mean?
Also,
Like,
I've been
It's just
3
you want it towards
times.
the back end of the
I've
tree.
been 3 times. I usually get one day where I get diarrhea.
well, I've seen
one
you,
day.
I've seen you eat that much raw chicken in your life that
You're conditioned.
I think you're conditioned.
Conditioned.
Yeah.
Chelsea Belly.
That was going to be your when you were going to change your Insta handle. It was going to be Salmonella Charles.
Well, we took a gamble with the chickens on Friday night.
That was raw.
So I had Cam and
Oh,
Booz over,
bro.
I was like, we'll smoke a couple chickens. And I didn't, so I learnt something new on the weekend. Obviously, the more meat you have in the smoker, it draws the heat out. So you need to
Needs to be
allow
longer.
a longer cooking time. So I had allowed 90 minutes to 2 hours. That's for one chicken.
You got the thermometer though, yeah?
I got the thermometer, but I didn't, the time, we were getting hungry.
They said the thermometer is so funny. They put it in the thermometer in. The thermometer's giving a meat reading. He's like, oh, that's wrong.
That's wrong. It wasn't going up. So me and Cam,
'cause it was cold.
So me and Cam are putting it in there. We're putting it in there, and we're like, it hasn't gone up from fucking half an hour ago. Got to be wrong. Anyway, we took a gamble. You're meant to have chicken at 70 degrees, probably 75. We pulled it out between 60 to 65.
you let it rest for a bit. It comes up a few degrees.
I got confidence.
Put it in the sun. Yeah.
I had confidence because when I had my Hindu over a previous time, it got up to 60, and he was like, at that point, any salmonella is going to be gone anyway. So the chicken was juicy.
No, it was unbelievable. It was just there was a
It was
slight.
still wet.
It was wet, but it was
Juicy.
juicy as the
said it was
skin
juicy.
was mad. No, it was juicy, but it got to a point like, and I know you said it was the smoking that caused the color.
No, it's
to be,
100%
like,
the smoke.
slightly pinkish.
No, it's
It wasn't
100%.
translucent pink.
Yes,
It was just
no, it's
it wasn't there.
It's the smoke when you put the wood, the smoke.
It's pink
I
smoke.
learned this when I went,
let him
when I went to the class, because they said they go, if you see it a bit pink, it's the smoke interacts with the meat. In the first 30 minutes, it like changes the color to a pinkish color. So you get, it's called a smoke ring. And people often think that it's undercooked, but it's not.
That sounds all right.
It's called a smoke ring. And it's a very common thing now. I've been watching fucking videos and shit. You see smoke ring. And like you'll see it on
Why is it a ring?
Because on a sausage, if you smoke a sausage, it's on the outer side. It's on the outer layer. It's
I didn't
pink.
see any ring.
Where the smoke gets into.
It just looked pink.
So
you're not going to see it on the
so
chicken.
for the chicken, like a breast, it would be on the outside of the breast.
Outside the breast, there'll be little around the bones. You'll see it like quite pinky. It's like it's not a raw pink though. It's like
it's different.
It's a different color pink. And on a sausage, you'll see it will be a ring on the outer side.
That makes sense.
You'll cut it open and it'll be a full blown ring.
Yeah.
Because apparently also after 30, the smoke flavor is taken on in the first 30 minutes. As the meat starts to cook, it doesn't take on any more of the smoke flavor. So you got to get the smoke on there 30 minutes. Yeah. 30 minutes, Mark.
30
But
minutes,
anyway,
mate.
where are we going with this? Salmonella.
Salmonella.
So
we
it
had
makes
a
a lot
risk.
more sense now. Salmonella.
Well,
It was running that risk daily.
No, it was a team decision. It was a team decision.
I was a bit wiggy. I ate not 3/4. Like usually I'll go to town on the bones and shit like that. I got like 5/6 of the way through, and I'm like, it was like I don't want to not. It tasted mad. The skin was hectic. Chicken was tender as. There was just like underlying a little bit of wig out.
Bit of doubt.
Towards the end, I'm like,
If time wasn't an issue, and we
How long was it on there for?
well, it was on
so
about
you said you gave 90 to.
what time did I get it
2
on?
hours.
I got there I got it on at 6. So I was like, 7:30, be ready, easy. Got to 8 with so got it to about 8:40. So I was on there for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Honestly, I'd probably would have liked it if I was going to do it now. I'd plan for 3 to 3.5 hours.
Just because there's 2 chickens.
Because it was 2 chickens. I didn't realize it would draw that much heat out of
Holy
the
shit.
thing. 1 chicken, I reckon you get the cooking time on the instructions on the Pit Barrel website was 2 hours. But yeah, I think two.
Maybe you didn't have it hot enough.
Yeah, could have used maybe. There's a few
cold.
things. Anyway, I did the same thing with the ribs the first time I did it. I overcooked them. I adjusted it 1 hour. Fucking nailed the fuck out
Overcooked
of
it
it.
by now.
Smoke
is a different
No,
beast.
well, I did it. I did what the fucking Pit Barrel website said. It said 4 hours. I did 4 hour
Yeah,
cooking
whenever
time.
whenever they
Pit
give
bastards.
you times on websites, you've always got to check it because like it just doesn't always work out the way they fucking say.
Well,
and
this
then
is
it
the
unders or
company.
overs it.
This Pit Barrel, it's
Dogs.
their website. So like I went off of their website.
Never trusted
But anyway, so I did it 3 hours. Nailed it.
nailed
Mad.
it. Long story short, we didn't shit ourselves.
I took the least cooked one.
Yeah, because you're the most conditioned to salmonella, so it makes
We gave
sense.
Cam.
You've been microdosed.
One was reading 70 degrees in the breast, so we gave Cam that one because he's a bit more wiggy with that kind of stuff. So like, Cam, you can have that. and then we went down. So me and Deuce had the least cooked. As the
And
host.
none of us shit ourselves the next day, so we're all good. There was
And I
no
ran a
due
PR.
stress.
We ran a PR in the morning, so maybe the salmonella.
Bit of stress in the system.
Yeah, salmonella's good.
That's good. How did we get there? We got there from Bali, diarrhea.
Port
Yeah,
Douglas
Port
to
Douglas.
Bali.
Yeah.
Pretty
Port
much.
Douglas is good, but
Port
there's no
Douglas, I
salmonella.
think it's a one and done kind of place.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, would I rush?
If you go in there for a hectic resort, maybe I don't know.
So yeah,
but then you're in the resort the whole time.
My uncle and
It's like-
auntie stayed at the Sea Temple, which was a hectic resort, and we went there a few days. But that's like 6 k's out of town, so you have to have a car. That was mad. That was cool. Big pool, massive pool. Really nice pool.
good pool. Huh?
Really good pool.
Pool guy.
Very nice pool. But
What was that called? Sea Temple.
Sea Temple. That was nice.
good
But
name.
yeah, would
Good
I
pool.
rush back? I don't know.
Don't think so.
Nah.
Would you rush back?
I wouldn't rush back, but I'd go back for another
I'd go.
holiday.
I'd go back.
I'd go back. Yeah,
But I wouldn't rush back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rush back.
Maybe
It's not in the next 5 years. I don't see myself going there in the next 5 years.
Nah.
Yeah.
Unless we're going there for that pool.
Like the pool, the Sea Temple. Yeah, Sea Temple.
The other thing we did up there was we went to Hartley's Croc Farm, which I've got a funny story from Hartley's Croc Farm, but Hartley's, because it is a croc farm, which
Yes.
means they're farming crocodiles.
Crocodiles,
They're
yeah.
growing them till about 2 years old, then they're shooting them, skinning them,
you go-
selling their skin.
Did you go?
That's they
full to
shoot
the-
him.
Well, I don't know how they kill them. I didn't ask the guy. It's the one question I should have asked. But
Did you go into that farm? Bit?
yeah, so this is the funny bit. So you get there and it looks like a
zoo.
it looks like a zoo, like an amusement zoo. Like there's
Yeah.
there's a big cafeteria there. There's a big like a you can buy like soft toys and fucking
It's a
t-shirts
And then kill 'em.
What's it called? Just like a
souvenir shop.
Souvenir
Yeah,
shop,
yeah, yeah.
really big souvenir shop. And then they've got like these at the entrance. They give you the map of like where you can walk and what you could see, and the woman's like drawing the times of all the events and stuff on. And then right at the end of the intro, she's like, "Oh, there's also the farm section, which is just like off the side down like this beaten track." And Laura loves reptiles. Like she's fucking obsessed with reptiles, like snakes and crocodiles and shit. So she's like, "Yeah, I want to do the farm thing." So we're like, "All right." So we're walking around.
Does she know what the farm?
Yeah, no, she does. Yeah. But there's families everywhere. Like it's this amusement thing, like all this sort of stuff. You can get on the boat and go through this like little lagoon, and they feed the crocs and they get them out and they jump and all this sort of stuff. Like it's like, oh, this is just a zoo. And then you go to this side bit, and there's like 6 plastic chairs just sitting there, and there's like a TV thing, like a pre-learning of like what, and you could tell that it's just like the side thing for this whole thing. But they've obviously either they have to do it because
of the sign. I remember there was a sign walking in saying if
it's like a TW.
Yeah, if this doesn't align with your values,
don't come in or whatever.
Don't come through.
So there's like hundreds of people there. We're the only 2 people that want to go to the farm section. So we get there. We got a private tour. This guy takes us in, and the first thing he says is like, "Oh, what's your thoughts on like animal conservation and all this sort of stuff?" I'm like, "Hey, whatever. Like, we understand. Like, humans suck. That's fine." And then we got the full private tour of the farm section, just the 2 of us. It was mad. So obviously it's a bit more of an amusement.
When I went there was heaps of people at the farm.
No one went.
The seats were all full, and they were doing like a talk about the crocodiles and shit. Because they were like, "Oh, people think it's inhumane because they're just in like this cement thing, but they're like they don't." Crocodiles don't interact with their environment the same way that like us mammals and like other mammals do. It's just like light temperature. That's it. So like for them, they have no idea. Like
that's what they tell you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Of course they say
Real
that.
good way to justify it.
if they've got water and heat, they're
happy.
good.
And then he kept saying, "Yeah, we clean the pens daily." I'm like, "Fuck, man."
really going above and beyond.
Yeah.
He said
Before
it
we
like
kill
3
him.
times.
So, fuck, man.
Yeah, and then he brought out all the skins, and we were filling the skins.
Well,
and
the bag
stuff.
is
Do
like
they sell fucking handbags there? Or?
Yeah, handbags.
They don't sell the handbags, but they sell the
Right.
material for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could buy a handbag in the souvenir shop. I had a look, it was like $4,000. Like Louis Vuitton specs.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Crocodile
make it
skin is like it's like proper.
Do they make like boots
Far
out of it and
out.
shit? Like,
Yeah,
everything.
It's Louis Vuitton.
And then
Louis Vuitton specs.
they were explaining how the conservation of the crocodiles, which is mainly just farming them, has helped the natural population a lot, which I thought was good. That was a nice little cherry on
But
top.
the
of farm
zoo
section.
part was nice. It was
The zoo-
there
the
was
zoo
some
part
old
was
fuckers
mad.
in there.
Yeah.
There was a 700 kilo one.
Yeah,
Greg.
there was
Greg.
Big,
Greg, I think.
yeah, Greg.
Greg,
yeah.
yeah.
He's
a big boy.
Zach.
It was a big
I think it
one.
was Zach.
Man, there's a croc at the aquarium, Melbourne Aquarium. I went there.
That's
few
a big
months
boy.
ago. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
And they say, how they talk about like it's light. It's got light. Doesn't
That's it,
interact with
just
the
light
environment
and concrete.
I don't know, man. This fucking crocodile looked depressed. This crocodile is just this monster, and I'm like, is it dead? It's just sitting there.
It just sits there.
Doesn't
yeah.
move, and I'm like, this is like it's busted. At least the fish are swimming.
And they got the fish.
You know what I mean?
and
The
like,
fish, they got the fish, they're like boys, they're swimming around each other. This croc man is just by itself. There's nothing else in there, and it's just like just sitting there.
dimly lit room. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a sad scene. At least the ones that they kill, they clean the pen.
Yeah, they clean it once a day. Once a day.
Once a
They
day.
clean it. Clean pen.
Clean the pen. Fresh water daily. That's mad.
We feed them.
The Harleys.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And then he was explaining how there's like
Maybe because I went in school holidays.
maybe
Because there was heaps of people at the crocodile.
no
farm.
one did the farm part. It was just
No one
Laura
did
and
the
I.
farm part.
Literally 2 of us. And this guy was so into it. And then he was our boat driver too, so it was
What
cool.
was his name?
Ah,
Because they were full into it. Even the guy I had on the boat was like proper into it.
yeah.
Like he was calling the crocodiles by like their nicknames and shit.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I thought was funny,
Bruiser.
and
Who's that?
I have this feeling with
That.
oh, that's
Charles got some
Illuminati.
hand signs.
Andrew
Nah,
Tate.
it's not Illuminati.
Sitting
It's
here with Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate does that with his hands.
I'm going to do this for the rest of the podcast.
That's how he
fucking-
controls the narrative.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Bam.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
That's like his thing.
That's
He
how
does that. So
sits.
like he sits like that.
He sits
Apparently
there with
that's
his
how
hands like
grandpa
that.
used to sit or something.
Charlie's red pill.
And what does it mean?
Charlie's been red.
It's all the liver up
It
in
means
it.
you're misogynistic.
Yeah, it's all that
prick.
raw liver, Charlie.
Yeah, eating
Man, has
liver.
anyone seen the Liver King's fucking recent posts?
Nah.
He
Nah.
sucks,
Is
man.
it-
I'm so
nah.
far off the Liver King
What's
now.
his name doing?
I was never.
Now?
Now I am 100. Like, obviously, all this shit with him being like
Is he red
just a
pilled now as
complete
well?
fucking liar and scammer. But
What's he read? What's he
there's a
done?
video with him and his sons, and they're like out and they're like running, and they kill this they literally like kill this animal. I think it's like a lamb or something, or a goat. And then he's got they're like kneeling on the ground next to the kill. So they're all like
Eating it like animals.
And they're like, he's like on it. And then the kids come up from the side and he's like, and now I'm training my
I feel sick.
offspring to fucking, and he's like cuts the nuts off and he's like, one
sick.
for my oldest son, one for my youngest son. And then they grab this animal that's just been killed and they're like, let's go take it to Liver King Chef Lionel, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, just shit content.
He's
It's going to get millions of views,
He's
but
scraping the barrel and he's looking for new ideas.
Oh, that's
Next it'll be him on all fours eating the fucking like a fucking
like a little rabid dog.
I feel sick.
So yeah, Liver King, we're off him.
That's gross.
Hartley's Croc Farm.
I was never on him.
I was never on him.
We were never on him, but I feel like
I think Jamie was on him.
Jamie was on him.
Jamie had a moment.
You were on him.
I was impressed with his meteoric rise, but now he's a scammer, so fuck him. Big scammer guy. Loves a scam.
Big scammer. I have been eating liver though.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you change your life?
All right. Well, my brother fucking is adamant that it changed his life.
What does he think?
No, he just reckons he's got more energy. Because he's like sleeping and shit.
He's got
in the
that.
afternoon.
He's got that Cypriot blood too, though.
Cypriot blood. Dad just had a blood transfusion.
Getting some liver.
But I've been eating it. But it's fairly cheap. Get it from Hagen's Organic in Bentley.
Shouts
The
out
other thing I'm gonna
Shouts out Hagen's.
Shouts out Hagen's.
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 You had fucking.
Why is it Hagen's?
Because I know that the long story, but yeah, it's Hagen's.
What did I say? Hagen's.
Hagen's. It's like
Hagen-Dazs.
the Hagen fucking. Have you ever?
I'm going Hagen.
Bro, I'm telling you, Hagen fucking is the best ice cream.
No way,
Bro, I'm shit. It's so good.
It's good.
I don't know who got me on. So I think Ollie
and
Stokes got me on.
What, did you
Nah,
just get it
Ben and
from-
Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Nah.
I get Ben and Jerry's. Ben and
commercial for
Jerry's
me.
is proper too
Too
commercial.
commercial.
Yeah, it
Too
is.
commercial.
It is.
Commercial.
Ben and Jerry's is like,
I like that they
When
put
you
shit
go-
in there.
yeah, it's good. It's also like
Dough and stuff.
it's a mouth of salt. Like it's a lot. It is a lot. Hagen fucking's it's
Bit more sophisticated,
It's a bit,
yeah.
you get that French vanilla. I get into vanilla now.
Do you get the
mad.
little tubs?
Little tub extortion. It's like $16
Yeah,
for a
how
fucking
fucked is ice cream?
for a tub. Oh,
Yeah.
bro,
Holy shit.
man, chippies now, like Pringles.
$6.
Bro, it's
You
like
got-
$6
You
for a
guys
tub
are
of
going
Pringles.
commercial with your ice cream. That's why.
What do you get?
What do you get?
I don't know.
You get Hagen's liver.
I get
Full of low fat
Nah, I
bulla.
get the fucking Magnum rip-offs at Aldi on the stick. I just like those.
They're shit.
Yeah,
Half
they're
the
not
time there's no. Have you ever had like the rip-off cornettos from Aldi's?
No, the Magnum ones are alright. The
They're
Magnum
stale as
rip-off-
dick, man.
The,
They're fucking. They're
the
so
Magnum
bad.
rip-offs are good. Just the vanilla coated ones or the almond one, they do the job.
They do the job.
They do the job.
So that's not.
I like sticks. I don't want to fucking have to get the tub out, put it in a bowl, fucking eat with a
Oh,
spoon.
it's so hard,
Yeah,
man.
You're always working. You just get
just
it
eat it out
fucking
of the
just
tub.
always working.
I'm always on business fucking calls. I need one hand free.
That's why you get a $16 pint. You're paying for not having to put it out into the.
Because you eat it in one go.
You eat it in one go.
Actually, that was my
extortion.
bulking strategy. Fucking when we first started Strength Culture, I used to have the Ben and Jerry's. There's a photo of me and you. Remember sitting in the car
sun.
park, just eating Ben and Jerry's every day. Ben and Jerry's.
Now it's $24 for half baked. That's
Yeah,
bullshit,
Need
man.
a loan to fucking eat Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah,
Inflation, man. It will
bloody
get ya.
inflation.
Gets to that creamy goodness.
Fucking inflation.
Gets to that creamy
I reckon
goodness.
people are just using inflation as an excuse now to put their shit.
Well,
up.
have you seen all the profit? No, this is
Yeah.
but these big
I
corp
won't-
profit margins.
I won't say who told me this, but
Conspiracy. Put
no,
the
no,
hands
no,
back.
it's
Put
not
the
a
hands back.
conspiracy. It's not
Put the
a
hands
it's not
back.
a
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Come on.
I was just we're refinancing our mortgage, and so anyway, I was speaking to them, and we're just talking about all that shit, and he was just saying, yeah, like that the profit shit came out, and like these companies, he goes that they're using inflation as an excuse to charge more, but then their profit margins are fucking huge.
Their profit margins are fucking like all-time highs.
Yeah, so he's like, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Which yeah, anyway.
It's all bullshit. It's
Ben-
capitalism dogs,
Ben
man.
and Jerry's.
I don't know. I think he'll be like real pro capitalism. I don't know. I feel like Andrew Tate would
Andrew
be
Tate would be pro-capitalism.
100%. So I don't know if
Because he's about hard work and building your
Yeah,
your qualities. So
if
We need a new hand sign.
Yeah, I
if
know,
you've
but
got a
we're-
good product
but
and you can take advantage of some civilians, you should do that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, we're saying fuck Big Corp.
Put your hands here. I'm not listening to you without your
Yeah, I
hands
know,
like
but
this.
if we're saying fuck Big Corp and like capitalism in some sense. We can't sit
I
there
reckon
like
we do it like this then. We do the rude finger. Like that.
No, we do like a
We
love
do
heart.
like blood. Loves.
A love.
Love hearts.
We're gonna.
Let's end inflation.
I think we're in our
Socialist love heart.
I think we're in our commie bastard arc. I reckon that's.
Sorry to
The gym,
everyone.
as of tomorrow, the gym's free.
Sorry to everyone that wasn't watching then on the tubes. The hand signals.
Is that grounds to get cancelled? That wouldn't be grounds to get cancelled. We're taking the piss out of Andrew Tate.
I want to understand. Fuck.
You want to get red pilled?
No. I watched Oppenheimer.
Trad roles.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, and there was a lot of talk about communism and shit. And I want to understand it.
Can I? I was obviously listening to the potty last week, and you said you were going to Oppenheimer at 9:30.
Did you stay awake?
I stayed awake. Fucking oath.
Fucking oath.
For you,
9:15. I don't fall asleep in movies. That's him.
I do. I
us
definitely
mixed
do.
up. You got us mixed up.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to struggle at 9 p.m.
I'm bringing a coffee if I go that
Easy. I'm a
late.
changed man. I told you. Come back from Europe.
Been eating liver.
Come back from
Changed
Greece. Had 4 hours of sleep on Saturday. Ran a PR in the morning. Saw a 3-hour movie. I had a little nap.
Saw a 3-hour. Saw a 3-hour movie. I fucking killed my dad.
I've changed. Ran a PR and saw a 3-hour movie.
And
at
saw a
9:15.
movie.
Well,
Clap it up. Clap it up.
I didn't fall asleep. I had a coffee before. I was strategic. Went to Macca's down in Chatty and had a coffee,
Mate.
which I think helped. Deuce fell asleep. My uncle fell
really?
asleep. And my cousin fell asleep.
Oh, wow.
So originally it was me, my auntie.
3/5 of the party were asleep.
No, because originally the movie was meant to be. Deuce didn't want to come and see it with me, so I was legit going to go by myself to watch the movie.
Yep.
Mum goes, "Oh, your auntie and your cousin Zoe are going," and I was like, "Oh man, I'll message them and go with them." So then Deuce goes, "Oh, I want to come," and I'm like, "All right, so you want to come?" And then my uncle and my other younger cousin also wanted to come just because they had FOMO. But none of them really. Deuce said she sort of wanted to. None of them really wanted to see it. So the three that didn't actually want to see it fell asleep. The three of us that actually originally wanted to see it all really liked it and stayed awake.
Yep.
It's a long movie, a lot of dialogue.
You got to follow
You
it.
got to have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to follow it. But if you're interested, I think like us in science and history and that, so it's quite. I found it very interesting. I also like Cillian Murphy.
Apparently it's Chilean.
You, yeah, but you're not interested in science. Not really. Not really. You can't appreciate movies on a deeper level.
You don't have quantum in your Instagram bio handle.
Yeah, you haven't taken in enough salmonella to enjoy Oppenheimer.
You haven't hit the threshold of salmonella.
No, I liked it.
I enjoyed
I
it.
liked it. But I also like Christopher Nolan's movie. So I've probably got the bias where
That's
he's
a lot.
made...
That's a crock of shit.
I don't know anything.
Everyone says they like Christopher Nolan movies. I fucking think that everyone's a
What's
liar.
another one of his movies?
Name
Like
three.
Tenet, Inception. No one fucking really.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
No.
You
got a movie
They're
guy
all
on now.
fantastic.
Come on, man.
All right, no, I
I can
fucked
turn it
up.
up here.
All right, no, that's fair enough. No, that's fair enough.
Dark Knight trilogy's off its
All right,
head.
all right. I'll retract that because I didn't know that was Christopher Nolan.
That's right.
That was
You're not a
straight
real-
up out of
You're
ignorance.
not a real Christopher Nolan fan then.
But anyone that says they like Inception or Tenet, I fucking disagree.
I love Inception.
I'm
I'll have to watch it again.
I'm too thick.
You need to watch.
So you don't watch Oppenheimer then?
Yeah, no, I'm just thick as, and I'm just like
Memento's the
putting
same.
my insecurities out at everyone else.
I love
Yeah, that's-
movies. Memento was 2000s. You made that in 2000. I love movies that I have to like really be like, I gotta fucking think about what
Cognitively
happened.
challenged.
Stimulated. I love Shutter Island. Love it. That's not Christopher Nolan, but that came
Shutter
out
Island's good.
came out the same time as Inception.
Island's hectic.
Is that Christopher Nolan?
No. I just no, it's not. It came out the same time as Inception though. Very similar time.
That sort
That was
of
when Leo was
theme.
fucking peaking.
It's a real psychological
Leo
trauma.
was peaking. Inception, Shutter Island, Wolf of Wall Street.
Crazy.
Leo there.
Leo, he's
Yeah.
still peaking. He's doing another movie.
Isn't he like 60 now?
He's 44 or something.
Still
Not
There's
44.
another
dating
movie coming
21-year-olds.
out. I don't know if you saw it in the Napoleon.
Bro, he was going out with an 18-year-old.
That's what I mean. He's fucked.
He's very fucked.
It is
He's
to grow
very
up.
fucked.
That graph where like all his partners get to 25 and then he dumps them.
Actually fucked.
It's actually ridiculous.
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
It's about Napoleon.
Oh, really?
The Spanish is he?
French.
Oh, Charles,
And,
big history guy. Yeah.
the Queen
Fucking-
Phoenix
Tell enough
played
Donny
it.
about
I
that.
like thinking about things.
The ad was it was the fucking trailer.
Man, I learned a lot about him when we were in France last year.
Napoleon.
He's
He
48.
Fucking dominated life.
What era was that?
Like the
1500s?
1700s. Yeah. Like dominated life. Like won like 400 wars or something.
Yeah.
Him and his army.
With
like
war goat.
obscene amount of wars.
Conquering goat.
Like literally like changed the globe.
So
He did. Had some
Like
fucking pull.
how Europe has developed like completely like changed that whole
I'm really excited to see
wow.
that movie.
I had
October, it's coming out.
Who directed it?
Christopher Nolan.
No, it's the same cunt that did fucking Gladiator. Scott Ridley.
Scotty. What are your thoughts on Ridley films?
Ridley? I don't know enough about Ridley to have a comment.
Gladiator's a good one.
Gladiator's good. I reckon it'll be good. I feel like they haven't made enough of those movies. Like it's all just been fucking superhero
Avengers and
fucking
Marvel.
And it gets a bit.
Marvel's
Honestly,
done, I
it's
think,
boring.
Yeah.
I think Marvel's done. They got to reinvent themselves. DC never seemed to fucking get going. But Batman was mad. I liked Batman.
Batman was mad.
I liked Batman, and I'm keen for the next Batman.
What about Spider-Man?
The Spider-Man was good, but again, I just feel like Marvel's just fucking done. It's just be done at the moment. Just,
Well, now there's 400 universes, isn't there?
yeah, there's a fucking quantum.
I don't know, man. I watched Avenger Endgame and I'm like, there's no way. Who the fuck are these guys?
Sorry, but that was where Marvel was good. So Endgame was the end
Endgame
of,
was it.
of phase 2, 3. I don't know. Remember phase
You're the
3.
movie guy, mate.
And then phase
Look at me.
4 now is just shit.
Yeah.
Phase 4 is shit.
They live long enough to become the villain.
Well, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah. What I was trying to say is that I'm glad they're making some movies like this because I feel like they used to like Troy, Gladiator.
Yeah, back in 2000.
Now they're bringing back some of that mad shit like Napoleon. They'll be sick. Some history.
Like
historical action.
Yeah.
War. It's
Yeah.
good.
No, Oppenheimer's good. I'd recommend it.
Oppenheimer, and I do want to see Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie.
Anthony said it was mad.
I saw it. It was alright.
It's all right.
Bit pushy with some of
I
the.
don't know. I can't.
the
After,
ideas. Yeah.
so that's what I read. I'm keen to see it.
Oh, sorry. Bit pushy with some of the ideas.
Put the hands up.
Yeah, I heard it got to be because I read the comments before.
Yeah.
I read.
You go on the Reddit.
No, I'm IMDb and I read the reviews before I see the movie.
I
said a bit preachy at the end, but I'm happy to.
It was a bit preachy, but I must say I laughed many times. Ryan Gosling was very funny. The lady who played one of the Barbies, the weird Barbie, she was funny. And fucking Will Ferrell. I feel like he plays himself in every movie.
Is he
but
in it?
Yeah, he does. He always just pops up.
I don't care though because he just fucking
Will
he
Ferrell.
gets me every time. He's fucking.
So Donnie didn't like Oppenheimer, but he liked Barbie.
I might have to suss it out.
Yeah. Leo DiCaprio's middle name is Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
Yeah,
Actually,
I-
yeah, because he's German. Yeah,
That's a
Googled
proper old English name.
Yeah, and he's in Ibiza at the moment.
Where?
Of course he is.
I don't know.
On a yacht.
I just googled
with 18-year-olds.
DiCaprio. Nah, she's 25.
Oh, she's at the threshold.
Oh, yeah.
She's about to get
Yeah.
dumped. This is her last holiday with
The
him.
yachts, man. The yachts.
Yeah.
I just wanted. We walked past this part in Mykonos where there was just yachts, just lined like yachts,
Yeah.
massive yachts,
Big yachts.
And he just wanted. I was just like, what are their stories? Like how? Because there was like young kids like in their early 20s on some of these.
Yeah, they're all
yachts.
trustees.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
they're either trustees or someone landed big with Bitcoin.
Oh, maybe.
Someone
Yeah.
just got lucky with
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Maybe.
But
Got it.
yeah, they're
nice.
probably just the kids of
Yeah, oligarchs and shit.
yeah oligarchs, but they were yachts, man.
Oligarchs.
And we have covered some
Topics.
some
It's
ground.
been like the
here.
least
That was-
fitness-centered podcast ever, which we
That's
love.
all right.
That was good. That was like that was zero planning.
That was a good
I also
intro.
want to say another thing about
That's a good
movies.
intro.
That I'm very happy at the moment that new ideas are coming out. They're not just doing remakes because there was a period of just.
I think they're still doing remakes.
They are still
I think
doing
they
remakes.
always will.
They will always
Yeah.
do remakes because they're a cash cow. But there was a period. There was a.
They're still doing remakes. I don't know what you mean.
There
man.
was no. I know they are, but there was a period of just superhero and remakes, and I was like, there was
What remakes?
there was Top Gun. There's been Mission Impossible.
Top Gun was a second video.
No, that's a remake.
That's a remake.
It's a remake.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's
There
they're
was
taking
Top Gun
the-
from the 80s. It's
They're
It would,
taking
no. So I think
don't think that's
a
a
remake is
remake.
like The
That's
Little
not a
Mermaid,
remake.
where they're remaking the
Reboot.
same
The
story.
Little
It's a
Mermaid-
reboot.
Reboot, I'll give you.
It's a reboot.
Remakes.
Yeah.
It's not a remake though.
Mission
'Cause
Impossible.
remake,
I'm
you're
not-
telling the
I'm
same
not-
story.
I'm not-
Fuck, I haven't watched the movie since Nam. Honestly, but I was not
Since what?
Nah, since you did your
Nah.
shoulder.
Oh,
back in Nam.
Yeah, crazy.
Your ankle. When you did your ankle.
Yeah,
you
actually,
were
I had a
done.
big movie thing when I
Yeah.
bust my ankle. Now I'm just making too many.
that was your
movies.
arm. Fucking
Yeah,
breaking
that
your
was-
ankle.
Yeah, that was it.
reboots and remakes and superhero movies.
Yeah.
Now there's some new ideas. Like I feel like even Barbie in itself, like it's a newer idea.
Yeah.
Just it's not just a fucking Marvel and a remake. Or
Yeah, if anything that's moving away from fucking Marvel, I think is a good.
and even Oppenheimer. So there's a couple.
Ideas.
I'm thinking. I'm like, is this a delayed response from COVID?
Maybe.
Because like they couldn't film properly for a couple of years, so now
Yeah, she would've got put on hold.
Now shit's getting
Yeah.
made and
Money.
So they just got lazy.
they got lazy.
They just got. We'll remake this.
CGI everything.
and waiting
We'll
for
remake
Tarantino's last film.
Who's doing a last
one
film?
more.
Last one, 10 and done.
That's it.
That's it. 10 and done.
What's it gonna be?
I don't know.
Has he only done 10 movies?
No, 9.
9.
10's the last one. It'll be come out. Well, it's meant to come out in the next whatever.
You've seen Jackie Brown?
No, so there's a few Reservoir Dogs I haven't seen either. And Jackie Brown.
I've got to rewatch Reservoir Dogs. Jackie Brown's off its head.
Yeah, it's on with that.
The scene, there's an opening scene. Samuel L. Jackson. They play "Strawberry Letter 23" by Brothers Johnson, and it's just like the most gangster scene. And it's just like the soundtracks are always fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's a couple actors I love. Samuel L. was one of them, and Denzel Washington's another. They're doing Equalizer 3.
Denzel.
Reboot. Nah, not a reboot. That's
That's I don't know how I feel about trilogies, bro. And also, John Wick can go fuck itself.
John Wick sucks.
I'm sorry.
I watched
They're
John
good when
Wick
they're good,
4
but
on
often
the
they're
plane.
just
Yeah,
they're just
I'm not a
pushing
huge
it,
action
yeah.
guy.
I watched John Wick 4 on the plane. There was a scene where I swear he was going up these steps for 30 minutes just killing cunts. And I was like, this could have been 5 minutes. Like, it just kept going.
It's like the Kill Bill scene. Except
going.
that Kill Bill scene where she's just killing people.
Is that Tarantino?
That's
Yeah,
Tarantino.
that's Tarantino.
But like John Wick's like the third one. Apparently the original dialogue, I don't know how true this is, but the original dialogue for the latest John Wick film had like 100 to 150 words. And Keanu's like, no, less
words.
The
one thing
had like 50 words.
He does do all his own stunts.
That's mad.
Like a reboot would be the example. I just did Matrix. Like Matrix was done in 03. And
It's
they're like,
finished.
Oh,
It was
20
wrapped
years
up.
later, let's fucking bring out a 4 because, you know, people will go watch it. Equalizer's not a reboot because it's the first one
happened
came out
recently,
in like
yeah.
2000. Like they've been like 4 years apart or
I'm
whatever.
confused.
Alright.
I'm so confused.
Alright.
Wait. So if Matrix, wouldn't a reboot be?
They've
They just-
rebooted the series.
Like
They're
a
20
generation
years
later.
they've
Yeah.
so that'll be a sequel.
Yeah, so Top Gun would be a reboot. They've
So a
rebooted.
remake would be like, oh, they've done Matrix 1 again.
Yeah, they've remade the Matrix
Yeah,
one.
Because like the Little
Gotcha.
Mermaid, it's the exact same. I mean, yeah, they've changed some bits, but it's the same story.
The Little Mermaid sucks.
I liked Aladdin. The new Aladdin.
Well, that's a reboot. That's a remake. That's a remake.
Remake in real
That's a
life.
remake
Movie
because it's the
guys.
exact same story.
I've actually got a headache.
The last thing I was going to say is Kill Bill was correct. So when they did Pulp Fiction, obviously Uma Thurman is in that. Her and Tarantino were like, oh, we want to make a kung fu film.
And they did.
And they did. And that was how they made Kill Bill.
Man.
They wanted to do a kung fu,
Bit
a
Bruce Lee
kung fu
inspired.
samurai film with samurai swords and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katanas.
Yeah.
Katanas and
Kill
that.
Bill. And then
Fucking
and
oath.
Tarantino took his acid and fucking figured out what he was going to do. He's got to be taken.
Is he a
I don't know. I just assume his movies are that
What are
like
they called? Psychonaut?
his movies are that like
Psychonaut.
weird that he's got to be doing something.
He's got his movie knowledge is like on another level
Of every
like
movie.
on every movie, like proper movie buff.
Just got him in his brain.
Just everything. Like they had him on one of those talk shows, and they were testing him with just some like obscure as fuck
He just knows
film.
shit.
Yeah, and like they just gave him like there's really like tight clues, and he could just pick him, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, man?"
I really want to watch
Keys.
Taxi Driver
Taxi Driver's hectic.
because the new Batman was made.
In a similar vein,
It
yeah.
was inspired by Taxi
Film-
Driver.
That's a
and
full-on movie,
Seven.
but it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's full on. Raging Bull as well.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull, another De Niro film from back then, which is hectic. There's a good, just speaking thing of black and white, there's La Haine. La Haine, it's a French film. Hate,
Lahane.
that's hectic. Hectic soundtrack. It's got the bad guy from one of the Oceans movies, that French guy.
Oh, I can't remember.
Fuck.
Oceans are good.
So good.
Oceans are good.
Oceans as a trilogy, I'm alright with.
I like Oceans. George
Are they doing
Clooney.
a- are they doing a
I like
reboot?
George Clooney.
They did a reboot.
They'll reboot it.
They already did one.
No, I'm talking to you. I was trying to say
What
reboot.
else they rebooted?
They did a
lately?
reboot.
They rebooted Sex and the City.
Yeah, they rebooted that.
No, but that wasn't a movie. That was a series that they took. That's like Entourage.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah, but it's a reboot series.
That's a reboot. It's a reboot. It's just a different market.
It's a reboot.
Different
They're
vessel.
they're trying to capture. So there was a period with the movies. I think you actually told me this where they were
films.
because the new generation of little
They're all
little
streaming.
of little cucks
Or on TikTok.
They just stream. But
Yeah.
we go to the movies because we grew up going to the movies. School holidays, you go to the movies. So they were rebooting.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
They were rebooting series from like Ghostbusters and shit, all the shit that we grew up with to get us after COVID to go back to the movies.
Boomers.
But we're boomers,
We are the
yeah.
new boomers.
We are the new.
Yeah.
No, that's what they were doing.
Back in more
So
day.
the idea was that we, as the old cucks, take the young cucks to fucking the movies. And get them into the habit of going to the movies.
Yeah,
See if it
watch
works.
this
It's all a
reboot.
big conspiracy.
It's all a
Yeah, it's
conspiracy. It's
reboot.
Tate,
Put bums
Tate's
on
behind
seats.
it all.
Back,
Bloody
back.
capitalist
Tate's,
fucking.
Tate's behind it all. I love the movies.
Do ya?
I love
I
the
can tell.
No way. Nah, the movies are fun.
I like
It's
the
fun.
movies. It's a good night out.
Yeah.
Have you been to the new part at Chadstone?
Popcorn.
Nah.
The new.
Oh, like adventure, the
social
entertainment.
quarter.
Bro,
Social
it's-
quarter.
It is so cooked.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Man,
going on there.
I walked in
Sensory
there and I'm
overload.
like, what the fuck is this?
There's holy moly. There's a pub, but there's just lights.
It's not Chadstone.
It's sensory overload. It's like you're at the casino.
Man,
Hartley's Croc Farm.
it's like it's like out of the future. Like you walk in there, you're like, this. Am I still in Chadstone?
Yeah.
Like you're
Whereabouts is it?
transported.
You
the
know,
top level.
you know where like Fonda is?
Yep.
Where that whole top car park bit, they've built that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the top level of the car park's gone, and it's just like there's a pub, bar, Piccolinas, if you want your ice cream. Holy moly.
Tour guide Charles.
Shit.
There's an escape room in there.
Is there a
really?
escape room?
There is. There's a
yeah.
bar. There's a full open
bar.
like pavilion where you can look over and there's like a view of the city.
Yeah.
I like the
Bro,
pavilion.
they're turning Chatty into like
Eka.
a super.
It always has been, but
no.
they're going again.
Expanded.
No, like the pictures of the new expansions. It's like you would never have to. Like you could go there for a full blown night out.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Like a whole
Could
day.
have the Christmas
I
party.
feel like
there.
it's been expanding
pub.
for.
It'll never stop expanding.
There's a brewery.
It's either going to keep going up or it's going to start building over
start
people's houses.
conti- they're
It's
start
going-
bulldozing
I
houses.
feel like it's going down. Like they're just missing a few things, like an aquarium, a water park, like a fucking full Dubai specs.
Oh, no,
Project manager.
It's full going Dubai specs.
It's going
There'll be a
Dubai
roller
specs.
coaster around Chatty at some point.
No, you know what they need? They need like a fucking monorail around Chadstone, so you can just get on the monorail, get to the net. Like
You never have to walk.
Yeah, that's proper.
Yeah.
Because they got the hotel now.
It
so
is
you,
big.
You go hotel on the monorail into the shops.
Even the hotel's hectic. The hotel's I did work. I went. It's the one hotel bar experience I've had.
Yeah.
I had my laptop because I had a bit of work to do. I got hammered at the hotel bar by myself. I was waiting.
proper.
It was so good. Had a carbonara. I was at this. I was waiting. I was there for like 2 hours, and I'm like, I'll get a beer, and I'm doing my WhatsApp responses, online coaching, and I'm like, I'll get another. I'll
Another
get the
beer.
cocktail. I'll get the carbonara.
Carbonara.
I feel like it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, and I feel like one of the waiters, they're just looking at me like, is this guy going to stand up and stack it? Hey, some people got some good responses there. DM for coaching.
No, it's nice the pool. It's got
It
the
was a
view.
Saturday. Come on, I was grinding. Fuck, I could
You go
have
to
a
the
few
pool,
drinks.
see the pool. You got the full view of the city.
Yeah, there were
sunset.
heaps of kids, man. That's crack a couple.
Sunset. We're having beers. They bring beers to the pools, man.
I'm gonna have to suss out that. I'm gonna have to tell
an
Laura,
indoor-
hey, we're
it's-
having a weekend at Chadstone.
Look,
Yeah.
on it, it's
It's hectic.
it's hectic. But it's honestly for what it is. I think it is quite expensive. Like I wouldn't go.
Oh,
like,
at the hotel.
like for us, we live there. I could see my parents' house from the pool. You know what I mean? We only did it because it was for like
A wedding or something.
yeah, it was for the bradal party. He organised it for us to stay there. But yeah,
If
like
you had a monorail, it'd be
if
different.
you're going to
story,
spend money on a hotel, probably doing it better in the city or
Nah, I'm
There's
gonna do it
more.
at Chadstone.
Chadstone.
Well, I did meet
I'm gonna
Wanko.
explore the
Meet
southeast
Wanko.
of
You
Melbourne.
can get a hectic massage.
Meat
in
and
there if you
Wineco is
want.
nice.
It's overrated.
Oh, I don't mind it.
Does the job, but it's overrated.
Chatty. We went last year. We went after my birthday. You guys got me the sunglass voucher, so I went and bought the sunnies, and then we're like, "Oh, let's meet a Wineco dinner."
Like it's cool that it's at Chatty,
Yeah.
but I just saying like,
Have you been out for a nice steak since you've got off the
I actually haven't. I need
vegetables?
to. I need to.
Well,
Haven't
we're
done
still
that
waiting
yet.
for our Christmas dinner.
Let's do that.
Let's
Let's do August, September, Christmas.
we could have called it Christmas in July. We fucked it now. It's all.
No, we can do whatever.
We can do Christmas in August.
Christmas in August.
I'm
Christmas
down.
in
I'm
November?
so down for a dinner.
All right, I'll book
Boys,
something.
I need it.
Steak dinner. We're taking Didier for steak. Let's just do steak.
Where is you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go to Marble?
Yeah, Marble's good.
I'll work it out.
Angus and Bond, somewhere there.
Mad.
I got a actual question though. We've got about 10 minutes left because I've got a call, but
It's 12:49.
yeah, we've got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Heavy Run Club. Saw 16 people at Heavy Run Club.
Man,
It was
she's,
mad.
She's building.
The president. What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking that it's building. Thank you for everyone that's coming so far. It's mad. I've run once
I'm the new captain now.
as the president. You're the captain.
I'm the
now.
captain now.
You're going to have to take
I'm
it over
vice
this
captain.
weekend. But it's good. People are coming. It's cool seeing a few people that started walk runs in the first couple of weeks going into their full continuous runs now. Even Didier bang a 6K for the times that his
6K?
alarm that he sets his alarm. So he's starting to build.
When I rock up, it's
when he
alright,
rocks
yeah.
up.
I love it.
It's unreal seeing it, and then
Love
like
it.
people just, it's so funny. We just stand in the car park, talk shit for a bit, ask a few people, what do you got planned for today? What have you got planned? No one really asks me what they need to do. They just go out, go for a run. People start together, they group together.
life of its
just
own.
like it's got a life of its own, and it's
Mad.
I enjoy it. I
Feeling
sit there
proud?
like a proud papa, and I sit there. It's Andrew Tate. under the gazebo. No, not today. I sit there at the gazebo and I'm like, this is good.
So you're back running though. You are?
You did a run and walk on the weekend, yeah?
Yeah. I got no calf symptoms now.
She.
Yeah.
Have left your body.
0. They've left my body. BPS. The P was fucking sitting heavy, so I'm sorted now.
And then
it's BPS.
And then Dids, you had a comp on the weekend.
We did. We went to Apex. Had Ali in the morning, smashed it, qualified for Nats on a second attempt deadlift with 145, and then went for Glory 150 on the last one. Just missed it at lockout. And then the Panther is back. The Panther's back.
Did he compete on Sunday?
He competed. So the Panther tore his bicep a while ago. He's been rehabbing, working hard at his rehab with Dan and James downstairs. And he was able to compete, which was awesome. And he was about 20 kilos off his best total, which is mad.
So what did he squat?
He squatted 172, benched 117, both with a bit of room, and then pulled 202. And he was going head to head against this junior lifter. So it was the old fart and the junior, and then Brendan tied on tonal, one on body weight. Let's go.
Brendan did. Did you growl at him?
He growled. There was a lot of growling.
Yeah.
But he didn't swear. So well done, Brendan. No swearing.
Let's go,
No,
Brendan.
Brendan killed it. So he'll do nationals and he'll
The alpha.
Yeah.
He'll that's it.
And Ronan?
Ronan smashed it, 9 for 9, PB squat and deadlift, also qualified for nationals. And then Brad, the nationals qualifier was just a little bit too heavy. Tried it on the last attempt deadlift. We needed 242, which is a bit much, but he did well. First comp in the books. He'll be able to hit many more PBs across. Just needs a bit more time.
Shouts out Brad and Ronan.
Shouts out Brad
Shouts
and
out.
Ronan. So
Well
it was
done.
good. It was good.
Awesome work.
Bloody
Nice.
beautiful.
Charles, you got anything? How's everything going? You back?
Good. Yeah. No, I'm back. I'm back. No, I feel good. It took me about a week. Well, a bit over a week. Last Wednesday. Wednesday was the first. No, it took me 9 days. When I say 8-9 days, all right. The jet lag was 3-4 days. To be honest, then it was another 3-4 days of just feeling like the post-holiday blues. Yeah, can't be fucked. And then by Wednesday, I actually had the work doesn't feel like a chore. Training is exciting, like that back.
Yeah.
So but it is what it is. It's worth it.
I enjoyed the discussion about you're just hunting mass, pretty much mass and and zone 2.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing at the moment. Just golden bodybuilder. I said before I left for Europe, I was like, I think I'm just going to bodybuild. The one thing I'm doing is I'm pulling on the Texas. I'm going to go big on that.
Oh, I did say that.
320 easy straps. I don't.
You gotta go more than
I'm full
320.
Instagram lift.
More than
Bro,
320.
more than
330.
330. I told you this.
Whatever.
335.
380.
350.
Easy. But I've dropped 6 kilos and my runs felt good.
Yeah,
Feeling good.
and you don't fit in a 2XL anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm wearing a 2XL right now.
Was he now the
It's
biggest
different.
boy in the room?
Different.
This
Nah,
is the
it's
last.
a
This is the last thing we've got to talk about.
I
this
showed
week.
Deuce the photo. She liked it.
Yeah, it's just trying to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
So for those watching, this is a sneak peek of the next drop for Strength Culture. Navy blue crew with a bone white embroidery.
That stitching's mad.
Yeah, we're just going to make a slight size adjustment, bring this down a little bit. But outside of that, these will be dropping hopefully within the next 5 weeks.
Lined up the next few drops.
Yeah, the next few drops have been lined up as well. So I think we've got about 4 more to go in this year. So
plenty of
plenty of
games coming.
opportunities.
I was actually thinking this morning, I think we were all on the telepathic because I was like, I'm going to message Jamie and be like, because I signed up for the 10K yesterday. I'm like, we've got to have the Heavy Run Club tees ready for that. And apparently they are the week before.
Yeah, we had the meeting.
So we had a
today, but
meeting
you
before
didn't
the
come to
podcast?
meeting.
I didn't need to come. I channeled them.
Charles can speak to us
I
telepathically.
channeled telepathically. That was my one bit of input that I wanted, and I came in, it was already sorted. So perfect.
Mad. Shouts out everyone. Thank you for listening. 5 stars on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. DM for coaching. Come to Heavy Run Club. Anything else? Hartley's Croc Farm is good fun. Done. Ciao.
Watch Christopher Nolan films.
The fact that you've made it to the end of all the shit talk tells me that you're somebody who probably aligns with our style of training and just us as people, which means we would love to work with you. We have 3 main ways in which you can work with us. We have our full comprehensive gym membership and coaching service. That's for those who are in the area of Moorabbin and want to use our gym. The second is our online coaching services where you would be connected with the best suited coach and we'd work with you in a one-on-one online format format to make sure your training program and nutrition strategies align with your goals for performance outcomes. Third and finally, we have our training app. And as a listener of the podcast, you can get a free month of the app by using the code PODCAST. Both the coaching services and the link to the podcast will be down below. Please check them out. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me personally on Instagram and I'll be happy to chat. Also, if you could give us 5 stars on Spotify or YouTube or even a Google review, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.